Live from the Ingles studio.
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
The Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog see! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons! By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh, my God. The Jets killed him.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. The Sportsocracy, heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app, seen everywhere on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click that live video link, subscribe to the channel, join us in the chat, and when you view, you will view our very comfortable surroundings here at 135 Coxe Avenue on the South Slope in downtown Asheville. Bears Smokehouse Barbecue. It is a kickoff Thursday, Jeremy Green.
Oh, yeah, I'm so stoked for a Thursday night football between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the brisket. I just devoured a big plate of brisket. It was awesome.
I had the kicking tots with the barbecue chicken on top. Oh, it's so good. So good. Although, if you do have an open sore in your mouth, it's not a good idea to order something with buffalo sauce on it.
Well,
it does really kick up the experience.
It sounds like you should visit your doctor and try to get something for that.
Well, it's
Valtrex. I believe that.
it's not herpes. Jeez.
I believe. Did you catch that monkey? They told you to put on your PPE. If you didn't do it, that's on you.
Oh, you ever do that? You ever like catch like a chicken bone, just hit you right in the gum?
No, I am more notorious for eating too fast and biting the inside of my cheek.
Yeah.
And then getting mad at myself.
Right. And you get that sore, and then you can't stop tonguing it, and it'll never heal.
I need you to never use that
that's
word
where
ever
I'm at.
again.
What?
Just
tonguing it?
Yep, I don't like that. I didn't like that at all.
Well, I mean,
why is it when you say things it's weird, but other people can say it to me and I wouldn't think a second thing about it?
I don't know. I'm not.
Because that one made my skin crawl.
Tonguing?
Yeah.
Really?
Stop doing it.
It is a kickoff Thursday. The game tonight, we never know. This will be the true test of how weird Thursday night football can be. Lamar Jackson returns after the Baltimore Ravens just, quote-unquote, get back on track with a win against the Chicago Bears, and you think, okay, everything should be fine. But then here you have, is this a resurgent Miami Dolphins?
No.
I mean, Baltimore's defense has looked clueless at times, and so if Tua keeps playing okay, and look, Atlanta's defense was abysmal last week. But they torched them. And, they could score some points and make it interesting.
So you said Baltimore has looked abysmal. Miami is.
Sure.
Okay. So this is kind of like when you see the pictures we take of Bear Smokehouse Barbecue's food, it looks delicious because it is. Then you see a commercial from Arby's that makes their Thanksgiving sandwich look delicious, and it is no. Because it's not. Kind of the same premise. Baltimore is terrible.
Uh-huh.
They've looked terrible.
Uh-huh.
Miami is terrible.
So it's the actual terrible against just the one that looks terrible. Okay.
I this is the only delicate way I know to say this. I used to have a Pomeranian when I was a boy. His name was He-Man.
Is this a true story?
This is a true story. Yeah, I had a dog. His name was He-Man. He was awesome.
And a Pomeranian. It was one of those little puppy.
It was the biggest Pomeranian you've ever seen in your life.
Okay.
And he was so cool. He never barked. And his favorite thing in life was to go to the beer store.
Huh.
Because he loved the bottom of a beer. You know when a beer gets hot and you don't want to drink that last sip?
Yeah.
If He-Man was around, you didn't have to. Now, I tell you that story, tell you this story. He-Man had a favorite toy. It was a rabbit. His name was Bun.
Yeah.
That he was in a relationship with.
Okay.
That's what the Baltimore Ravens are going to do to the Miami Dolphins.
Just pound you into submission.
Just scoot it across the living room. Make it real uncomfortable for everybody watching.
I find it real odd that I'm still stuck on the Pomeranian named He-Man.
Well, his real name was Bandit, but I called him He-Man.
And you fed him beers.
Yeah. And a lot of other stuff. That dog was so fat.
At age.
I was like 16.
Oh, okay. All right. See, I felt
Put it this way.
I felt
we had
like you
that dog
started
long
that
enough.
story with I was a kid, and see, when I was a kid and I would have named something He-Man, I was like 5. So I'm thinking, like. Dang,
Well, see, I never
Jeremy,
watched.
How did your age curve just it gets worse and worse? He was gambling at 4. He was drinking by 6. Driving the dog to the beer store at 8.
12. I'll put it this way. We had that dog long enough that I was able to legally drive it to the beer store, if that tells you anything.
Okay. That's good. That's a nice long relationship with.
But we called him He-Man because he thought he was 10 feet tall and bulletproof.
Okay.
But if you looked at him mean, he would pee. Like, kind of like Tank.
Sometimes that does happen. So anyhow, anything going on today that we need to know about?
We're getting prepared for the Halloween costume contest down here at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue tomorrow. My costume came in today, and I have figured out a way to not hate Halloween.
Okay, how's that?
I have long said Halloween is the stupidest thing we do.
Okay.
Because you spend hundreds of dollars on a costume that you will never wear again.
I
have purchased a costume that is all things that I will 100% wear again.
Well, that's good.
Because I am dressing up as Bill Belichick. Okay. Now, the blow-up doll will probably not be used again. Just in theory. But everything else.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I can't wait to see your outfit.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic.
It's going to be lovely.
Amy's dressing up I always want to call her Jordan Brooks for some reason. She's dressing my Jordan Hudson. Oh, I understand why you looked at me like that. It's not a sex doll. It's just a blow-up person.
Okay. All right. Sure.
I understand.
The way you said it may not be used again.
I get it now. I know what I said. I know what I did. Okay. I didn't preface. It's not a.
Okay.
It's just a blow-up person.
Is there a? Anyhow, we got to move on. I can't focus on this. It's a bad thing.
We have our first super chat of the day, and Jimothy requested that you read it.
The Sportsocracy.
Nope.
From the money tree, fall on me.
I could have stopped that because I knew you didn't have the volume up, but it was way more fun to watch.
Well, I mean, you could have helped a brother out. But,
I could have. It's kind of like He-Man when he replaced the bun with a basketball.
Right.
It's not going to work, bro.
You're going to have to read it because I don't have it up on my screen.
He specifically requested that you read it.
Well, yeah, but I don't have it on the screen.
It sounds like something you're going to have to rectify.
Well,
that's the thing about being a very slotty radio host that just do what people pay for. Got to satiate the people's requests.
You do.
I almost want to sit here and make it more awkward that you didn't have the YouTube chat up.
Sir Jimothy says, I'll be tonguing wings while the Eagles win the Super Bowl.
Oh, I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to do the reverse psychology Tank Spencer kiss of death. Indianapolis Colts fans have already said that their team is too strong for your curse, which it's almost like
it's a dare.
It was.
Yeah.
I read it was Justin was one of, there were 2 of them. Justin was one. I can't remember who the other one was. I read that and went, oh, why do I have that same feeling in a horror movie when the random guy is like, let's go skinny dipping in the creek, and everybody's like, no, there's a killer on the loose. He's like, I'll whip his ass. You're gonna die. You're gonna die immediately.
He never wins that fight.
No. You die first. 6 minutes in.
Yes. Yeah.
Have you seen that HBO Max is doing an It miniseries?
Oh yeah.
I've
already seen the first episode. It's awesome.
Yep. The
first scene.
That was aggressive.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was like, hey, welcome to welcome to Derry. That's
I had to watch
a new way to birth evil.
I had to watch cartoons after that. Because I've been watching the John Gacy miniseries. And I was like, you know what? I need something that's not real because this just got real heavy. And I turned that on and went, okay, television's broken. I'm going to watch Tom and Jerry cartoons now.
It should be a warning to everyone that the first scene in the new It Welcome to Derry miniseries made Jeremy more uncomfortable than watching a 7-hour documentary about a real serial killer.
Yep.
It will just slap you right in the face and go, okay, well, we are in for a roller coaster with this miniseries.
I laughed through House of 1,000 Corpses, and that first scene made me go, I'm not in a headspace to watch this right now. And turn it off. OFF turned it off.
The grandpa was funny. He was real funny. House of 1,000 Corpses. That's a classic.
It's a great movie.
You want to talk about a great clown.
Oh, that feels like a daily draft.
Captain Spaulding.
That feels like a daily draft. Best horror movies of all time.
Ooh,
I mean, Halloween's tomorrow.
Halloween is tomorrow.
We got to do Where We Going tomorrow.
All right.
I think we just made an executive decision.
There we go. That's how that happens. You go down the rabbit hole, and sometimes you fill in content for later on in the program.
You go down a rabbit hole, sometimes you find a carrot.
We've had no big revelations today. No trades being made. No. I mean, there was the one swap of John Mechie going to the Jets and the Eagles getting Michael Carter II, which
it's a good trade for the Eagles.
Absolutely.
Frankly, that's one of those. Hey, that's the opposite of Rochambeau. That's like a handshake contest. Just this worked nicely for both of us.
Right.
The Jets get a living, breathing receiver, which is awesome, and the Eagles get a slot corner.
Yeah.
And now we're going to get to see if Cooper DeJean can play on the outside.
Do you think he can?
It was the biggest knock on him coming out. And I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. When Philadelphia drafted him, I loved where he landed because he's going to play in the slot.
Right.
Michael Carter cannot play on the outside.
No.
Here's you want to see it glass half empty, glass half full. Michael Carter's been absolutely awful this year. Will he fit better with Vic Fangio? Probably. Putting DeJean on the outside scares me a little bit, but not that much because how much worse than a Dory Jackson can it be?
Right.
I mean, it has to be an improvement just solely because it's not what you did before. He's not Keely Ringo or a Dory Jackson, so he wins.
I thought it was a good trade for both.
I did too.
Everybody wins out. Everybody gets something they need. Swapped late-round picks.
It means I don't have to say Josh Reynolds' name for at least 2 weeks until we realize that John Mechie actually physically can't play football.
Sure. I haven't had any major signings since the Aiden Hutchinson thing.
Mercedes Lewis going to the Broncos didn't do it for you?
Well, I was getting there. I mean,
tight
that's
end
cool.
that's 3 years older than me.
It's cool that there's a dude 2 years younger than me trying to play tight end. Awesome.
No doubt. I am
Good for him.
I am a reasonably virile dude for 38. Not in the greatest shape, but I'm very bendy.
Yeah.
And in this calendar week,
And virile.
no doubt, great word. And in this calendar week, I stepped over a box and almost peed in my pants because my hip popped. And this dude's 3 years older than I am.
Yeah.
And outweighs me.
One more wrong step here in the back alley bar at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue, and Jeremy may either 1 be blind or 2 tear an Achilles tendon. Because right where he's sitting, there is a large skeleton evil critter thing that's got its arms held out. Well, his arms held out are right at Jeremy's eye level, and he almost did a backflip a second ago.
It poked me in the eye earlier. I stood up, and that one finger right there hit me directly in the eye.
It was quite funny. Like I said, I thought he had popped an Achilles tendon, but thankfully he is okay. But the day is young.
I'm made of rubber. I am. I'm a weird dude. I have done some weird things. I fought for a while. I'm not as clumsy as you, but I have my moments.
Yep.
And I just jump up and here we go. Do it again.
Bounce back and right back at it.
I'm telling you, they don't tell you this. Doctors will never tell you this. Alcohol, good for your muscles. Makes them elastic.
Right. Controversy in college football.
Oh, is this about the governor of Louisiana?
See the Louisiana
oh my God.
governor.
I loved every second of it.
The Louisiana governor Landry. I forget. It's not Harold Landry. Jeff Landry.
Jeff Landry.
Not Harold Landry.
No, Harold Landry, the mediocre pass rusher for the
Hey, you
Patriots.
stop that. He's fine. Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry so ticked off about the Brian Kelly debacle that in a press conference yesterday with actual news media, he, with all sincerity,
Oh, he meant it.
said they will block Scott Woodward, the AD from LSU, from making the decision on the next head coach.
Well, I mean, in fairness, Scott Woodward is directly responsible for $130 million in payments for people to go away.
Yep.
Because he signed the deal for Jimbo Fisher at Texas A&M. Now he signed the one for Brian Kelly, and you've paid them $1/8 billion to go away.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I agree with him. I do find it funny when politicians get involved in college sports because it's almost one of those things subconsciously that you don't think about, that taxpayers do pay buyouts like this.
They do.
Which is insane to me, that we use taxpayer dollars to pay the buyout on a football coach.
State school. Taxpayer money goes to the state school, and just because it may not be earmarked in the budget, you know, my good friend Pete Callender had a term that he used to like to use. It was called "all funds are fungible," which means just because you're given to one doesn't mean, oh, my tax dollars only go to this. They also are going to this. Every little thing the government spends money on, your tax dollars is paying for it. So why in the hell should the taxpayers be on the hook for paying $54 million for the mistake of Scott Woodward?
I have an idea. Tim Allen once said that he thinks that as citizens of the United States of America, we should be allowed to designate what our tax dollars go for. I think it's a brilliant idea. I will happily pay my taxes. I'll even pay more taxes as long as my money goes to A, B, C.
Okay.
I have an idea. The state of Louisiana has how many people live in the state of Louisiana?
Oh, good Lord. I don't know. 6 million?
It's got to be more than that.
I'm sure it is.
Because New Orleans by
that's
itself
probably
has
New Orleans. That's probably the greater New Orleans area.
Let's see. The population of the state of Louisiana is 4.6 million people. I would have thought that was way bigger than that.
Wow.
All right, so I'm just doing soft math in my head. I'm going to round that to 5. I'm going to round the buyout to $55 million.
Okay.
That means every person in the state of Louisiana paid $11 to fire Brian Kelly. I believe that one punch in the ding-ding is worth $11. So we should line up every member of the state of Louisiana. Parents,
Babies
you can
too.
do it, but you can do it for your children. So if you have young children that are below the age of 5, you get 2. Punch him right in the ding-ding. I think it's a great plan.
But how does it get? I mean, how does it get paid? Oh, because you're paying. That's your ticket.
Yeah, that's
for
you
the
got to
part.
fire Brian Kelly, and you got to punch Scott Woodward right in the giggleberries. Yeah, that's. I mean, $11 got rid of Brian Kelly, and I got to punch him in the schnards.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm in.
That's fun.
As a matter of fact, I got $11 in my pocket.
We do serious radio here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN.
Hey, that was a serious idea.
It was.
Look, I'm a uniter, not a divider, and I got ideas, Tank. I got ideas.
Something we can all get behind, I guess. ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. We are live on the road. Bears Smokehouse Barbecue for Thursday Night Football. We'll be right back.
I'm a
The Sportsocracy.
It is ESPN Asheville. We are the Sportsocracy outside the Ingles studio today.
I feel like I do more shows from outside the Ingles studio at this point than I do from in it.
Well, surely this week you will have. This will be number 4.
Yep.
And we've only got tomorrow.
I'll be back for tomorrow. Monday, I am at a golf tournament at Country Club of Asheville.
Uh-huh.
I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do the show from my house or from the course. Depends on what they'll allow me to do.
Okay.
That's our charity tournament for Autism Strong.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, we do not have a show. Wednesday, I'm out. Thursday, we'll be back here. And then the next show I do from the studio will be next Friday.
Yeah. All right. Well,
just sad because I've had a KFC bowl in our fridge since Friday of last week.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat that.
Is it still good, you think?
At a week, in a refrigerator, still in the bag.
Okay. Yeah. I'm with you. You're gonna need to eat that tomorrow though, because it definitely will not last till the next time you come back to the studio.
Oh, I think it'll be fine. Fast food. How many hormones are in your
bad.
food? No, it's fine.
Yeah, that's what the GMO stuff is.
Fast food chicken doesn't go bad. GMO's a preservative. It's delicious.
There you go. It's delicious. I put it on everything.
I do.
Or at least somebody else puts it on everything. Oh, my word. Oh, no. The Jim Irsay collection's up for sale?
Yep.
Dude. I wish I had $1 billion. I would buy it all.
I'm glad you don't.
Why?
If you had $1 billion, that would be under lock and key. You'd have 5 people guarding it. No, and you'd never spend $1.
No, that's not true.
You'd still be wearing the same shorts.
No, well, I mean, these are very comfortable. And they're very economical. So maybe you're right. If I had more money, I would spend more money.
I don't know that that's true.
But, I mean,
let's play again.
We did find out yesterday that no matter whether the money is real or fake, Tank is a cheapman. Me and Josh were playing one of the Assassin's Creed games yesterday, and he was like trying to update his character and went to buy outfits, and he was like, "Hey, Dad, which one of these outfits do you like best?" And I was like, "I like the blue one. You should get the blue one." And he went down to the blue one, and it was like 3,000 fake dollars as opposed to 500 fake dollars for the gray one. And I went, "You should get the gray one. The gray one's better." I will even save fake money. That's how cheap I am.
You are a cheap man. In the chat, they're telling us I should not eat this KFC because it will make me sick. First of all, I don't built different.
I mean,
and I'm fine. Second of all, it will be microwaved.
Which, I mean, that doesn't make it better.
No, it does. Kills germs. Science.
Does it kill germs or does it mutate the germs?
Might mutate them. Maybe that's why I am the way that I am.
It could be. He is built different.
I am 100% built different.
Yes. I mean, obviously, you have to do the test. You have to do the smell test. If it smells off, don't eat it.
I found a piece of steak that I had vacuum sealed and put in a bag in my refrigerator.
Yeah.
I don't remember when I made steak.
Okay. But it was vacuum sealed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, that adds to the life of the steak.
I ate it.
Okay.
I feel fine.
That's fine. Well, I mean, what did it pass the smell test?
Yes.
Did it pass the feel test? Did
What
it
is the
feel
feel?
slimy?
No.
Right. See that?
I won't eat anything that feels slimy.
Right. That's
one of many reasons that I don't like Jell-O.
Right. So when you pull out the week-old KFC bowl tomorrow, if the liquid on top is still just water, you're good. If it oozes out of there, it's gross.
This took a gross turn, and I'm not shocked that it's because of something you said. Bob Brown said, "Fireball kills all." Bingo. Have at it.
Okay.
That's why I consume it.
There you go. That's one way to live your life.
It's called sterilization tank. It works.
Or you could, live your life like like Jim Irsay. I mean, not all of it. There are some things that you may not want to repeat.
There are some striking similarities between the two of us.
I'm sure there are. I mean, you are both collectors of fine things.
Yes.
Your stuff, not as worth as much as his stuff, obviously. But, man, I can't. I feel envious of everyone who can get a piece of that collection, because he has everything from letters written by Abraham Lincoln to Eddie Van Halen's Frankenstein guitar.
Uh-huh. He has a Jimi Hendrix guitar. He's got a lot of stuff.
Oh, he's got
Cars.
a billion guitars. Muhammad Ali's belt and all.
Somebody offered him $1 billion for that collection. He turned it down.
Yep.
Is it off-putting to you that his kids are selling it?
No, it's not.
It is to me.
If it's going to, I mean, hell, I don't even care what you do with the money. If you pocketed it, it would be fine. But I have a pretty good feeling that it's probably going to the Jim Irsay Foundation. And if that's the case, then I'm all for it anyway. It's stuff like that. And here's what I love about Jim Irsay, or loved about Jim Irsay, is the fact that he collected all this stuff, all this historical artifacts and things, but he didn't keep them in a vault for himself.
No, he wanted people to see it.
Right, he wanted people to be able to enjoy all of the things. I'm a museum nerd. Like, I love museums. I could spend hours upon hours upon hours in museums, going to all, in every city.
I'm the same way. You're just saying bars. I've never heard bars said museum, but sure.
So I love all that kind of stuff. And the fact that he was able to, amass such a great collection of American history is unbelievable. And, look, we're all going to have to deal with this at some point. Right, we're getting older. We're in our 40s. Our parents are in their 70s now, and
you got a mouse in your pocket?
Okay.
I'm not in my 40s.
You're almost there.
I got a year and a half.
You're close enough.
I still got a sixth of a decade to go, bruh.
Your dad's still in his 70s, right?
No, my mom is.
Okay, all right. So there you go. We got parents in their 70s. We're getting to that point where we're gonna have to figure out what to do with all their crap. I'm gonna have a lot to get rid of. But can't do anything about it until it's in your hands.
Well, I mean, I don't. I'm just going to go on a limb and say your kids are not going to have to get rid of anything collectible from you.
I mean, unless McFarlane figures are going to go up in
what?
Value. Yeah.
A what?
Those
figure?
little McFarlane figures, the little baseball, basketball, football action figure.
I swear to God, I thought you were talking about McDonald's toys.
No, the Todd McFarlane action figure series.
The guy that does Family Guy?
No, that's Seth MacFarlane.
Oh.
Todd McFarlane did Spawn. You remember Spawn?
No.
That cartoon? You don't remember that? That was a good one.
No.
Anyway, that guy also makes like little sports figures, and so I have a large collection of those. Magazines. I got a lot of old magazines.
The sheer fact that you're married to a woman shocks me more and more the more you talk year over year over year. Your wife is a saint.
Why do you say things like
that? Because you're just you have some nerdy qualities.
I have complete nerdy qualities. I am a giant nerd. That's kind of why I do this job. Because I'm a sports nerd.
I'm not.
And a movie nerd.
I'm a draft nerd.
And a cartoon nerd. And I have a lot of nerdy qualities.
I'm a draft nerd. That's the extent of my nerddom.
Yeah. And you're pretty good at it.
Which is a pretty good segue into.
Exactly.
I think we teased talking about some draft players.
Yep.
That you need to know about.
Yep.
Yesterday, and we didn't get there because, like today, we got distracted talking about stupid stuff.
So when we come back here in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400, we'll check in on the next draft class. How are things shaping up, stock down, all those kinds of things coming your way live from Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue here at 135 Coxe Avenue on the South Slope in downtown Asheville. The Back Alley Bar is the place to be, especially for tonight, for Thursday night football. Of course, you can come on down and join us at any time. We'll be right back.
Boy, you must be outside your mind.
The Sportsocracy.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed.
It is the Sportsocracy coming to you live from Bears Smokehouse Barbecue on the South Slope in downtown Asheville. Welcome back into the program, and it's time to get just a bit outside. Jeremy said he hadn't heard this story yet. So
No, if it has to do with the New York Jets, I've turned off all alerts.
yeah,
I don't want to know. I don't want to think about it. I am on straight up Fernando Mendoza watch.
well, I mean, you guys just won a game, and you know
We didn't mean to.
things are getting emotional around the building.
Oh, God.
apparently.
I hate where this is headed.
Justin Fields got real with the media yesterday. I think it was yesterday. He was doing the press conference, and he at one point said, I'm going to get real personal with y'all and let y'all know that, you know, I've really been emotional over the last couple of days because, you know, I was facing a lot of pressure going into the game, and my mom and my sister had just sent me some text messages of encouragement, and I'll be honest with you, I got so emotional that I laid down on the floor in front of my dresser and just cried and prayed and cried and prayed, and I feel like he's so brave for sharing that with us. However,
I wouldn't have.
you're not doing yourself any favors there, Justin, because, I mean, there is another quarterback that he catches a whole lot of crap, mainly because we saw him do that on national television.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll never get that out of our heads.
It's socially acceptable for a man to cry. Just don't tell me about it, and for the love of God, don't let me see it.
No. I mean, unless your puppy died or your grandma died.
Yep.
You like...
Or you hit yourself in the head with a tack hammer. That is...
Or your toddler just punch you in the nethers. You know.
All acceptable reasons. Meemaw called me and said, good job. Not an acceptable reason.
Oh, boy. It's just... man. It just makes me feel old or more old every day. Because this younger generation, they feel like they just need to open up and share so much of their lives with us.
You don't.
No, you don't.
You don't.
No. I mean, I appreciate the fact that you don't have social media and you don't do that kind of thing, and that's real cool. You need to keep that social media stuff out of the press conference as well.
Yep. You're doing private in public. Don't do that. It's a bad idea. My story's about LSU. And there's two sides of this. First is Tank. If you had to bet right now the betting favorite to be the next head coach at LSU, who would you bet on?
Lane Kiffin.
He is 3.
He's 3.
Mm-hmm.
John Summerall.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Plus 150.
Yeah.
I'm impressed you got that so quickly. Joe Brady's 2.
Yeah.
Plus 200. James Franklin's plus 600. Somehow Kirk Cignetti's still plus 700, which makes my brain hurt. You do understand that he just signed a contract that has a buyout so unbelievably large that you'd have to pay him a gajillion dollars.
LSU may be that desperate.
They're not, and he doesn't want to leave. Elijah Drinkowitz, who I think is that's the
Elijah. I like how you call
well, that's his name. I mean, he goes by Eli, but
he went full name on
I did. I went government name. He's plus 900.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty wise wager. Brent Keith's plus 1,400.
That's not bad.
Jeff Brom is plus 1,600.
Stop.
That's not as bad as you think.
So?
That's not as bad as you think.
All right.
I'll put it this way. Jeff Brom will get calls from big entities.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they'll get far enough down the list. Depends on how quick these guys want to take these jobs.
I mean, but like Jeff Brom, to me, I would feel like he's the replacement for Lane Kiffin if he takes that job. Or
he wouldn't leave Louisville for Ole Miss, I don't think.
Right. I'm just saying, I don't think he's – I don't know. I don't feel like he's big job guy yet.
Then you get to Jimbo Fisher at plus 1,800.
I'm out.
And sadly enough, that's not the craziest name that has been bandied about.
John Gruden.
No, John. I don't think John Gruden's crazy. I really don't. I don't think John Gruden's crazy.
Okay.
Although I think Florida makes way more sense for him than LSU does.
Okay.
Unsportsmanlike yesterday, right here on these ESPN radio waves, they had a guest yesterday.
Uh-huh.
He might have some ties to LSU.
Uh-huh.
And they asked him, would you possibly be interested in a return?
Go Tigers.
And he said, are you kidding me? I'm one phone call away. I just got to get in my truck. I could be there today. Go Tigers.
I'll bring all the girls and all the beer.
I've been eating boudin for 8 years. I'm ready to get back to Baton Rouge.
He's still got his house in Baton Rouge, and hey, he's still ready to party. They even asked him if he would be willing to be Lane Kiffin's assistant, and they could reunite.
And you know what he said to that?
Absolutely.
You know damn well I would.
He said absolutely.
I've been stuck in a house for 4 years. I'm ready to get back on the sideline. Go Tigers.
He is
Ed Orgeron's
He's a
just
treasure.
Ed Orgeron's a gift that keeps on giving. Go Tigers. I don't think it would be terrible.
no.
If Lane Kiffin takes that job and he's your head recruiter, let's go.
Ed Orgeron says he wants to get back in the game, so he's getting the job, right?
I would say so. Yeah.
I mean, I would say if we're having all of this movement, if all of these coaches are changing seats and everybody, the head coaching spot at Tulane could have Ed Orgeron's name all over it.
Ed Orgeron would be awesome.
No doubt. No doubt. It would be great.
The only problem is that Go Green Wave doesn't have the same resonance that Go Tigers does.
It does not.
I just want him to come back so I can have a reason to do this impersonation.
Having him say the Rambling Wreck of Georgia Tech would be awesome.
Rambling Wreck of Georgia Tech, a hell of an engineer. It's a great song. Y'all listen to it sometime. Man. It play in my truck all day.
Yeah. I mean, are we ready? Are we ready to move on? Is the PR machine soothed out all of the nefarious stuff with Ed Orgeron? Are we ready to have him back in the fold?
I mean, nefarious stuff.
I mean, if we're back, well, I mean, look, it's not nefarious to dudes like us because we have no morals. But
what, that he was dating a girl that was young enough to be his daughter? That makes me want to give him a high five, not yell at him.
So, it's one of those things. I think we're ready to move on. If we're ready to get John Gruden back into the fold, we most certainly can forgive Ed Orgeron.
Spider 2Y banana, man. You do that in college football, you're going to win some games, man. You just give me a call.
All right, catch us up, Jeremy, on the big board. The NFL draft this year in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Ingles Living the Dream Tour will be there.
And we're rolling deep, y'all. We are smoothing out final details to have all of our shuttles with us for the draft where you can go with us.
Just a host of people.
I want to roll 50 deep into Pittsburgh like a 50-man wolf pack. And somebody's got to wear a fanny pack, and I'll be Zach Galifianakis. It's fine.
Uh-huh.
He's our leader. He looks like a crazy person.
I think that means you have to wear the fanny pack.
I'll wear a fanny pack.
He was wearing the fanny pack.
I'll wear a fanny pack.
Okay.
You know what nobody will ever come up to me and say? Fanny pack dork. Because you don't know, there might be a stick in this bag that I will beat you with. Because I look like that kind of guy.
There's definitely brass knucks in there.
The biggest takeaway of where we're at with the draft right now, this receiver class is super good. We talked about quarterbacks in the offseason. Quarterback class is brutal. Just straight up, this quarterback class is brutal. It's Fernando Mendoza, maybe Ty Simpson. I can't get a good read on how teams feel about him at this point. Mm-hmm. Dante Moore's got a high upside in the name that I'm telling you. Do not forget this kid just because he's having to constantly put a team on his back. Lenore Sellers. I've talked to a handful of NFL scouting types over the last few days.
Uh-huh.
When I talk about quarterbacks, Lenore Sellers is still the first name they say.
Really?
So he has the upside. How many times have we done this? Lenore Sellers is the one kid in this class that has the high-level traits that could make him an elite NFL quarterback. He could also be Jake Locker.
Anthony Richardson.
No.
He would never be that bad.
No, his tape's better than that. He turns the ball over too much. But you got to remember how young this kid is and the fact he is having to do this all by himself. But quarterbacks are not really who scouts are wanting to talk to me about. You know what? If you had to guess, and I did not tell you this beforehand, so we're not cheating here. If there is a player that you would surmise I am being asked about tenfold more now than I was 6 months ago, who would you say it is?
Other than Mendoza?
Mendoza, we talked about. Scouts talked about a lot about him anyway because we watched the tape from Cal and went, if this kid does that in the Big Ten, it's going to catch fire. There was a reason I said him every time we talked about quarterbacks.
I don't know. Who is it?
Carnell Tate. Every scout I talk to is, are we going to do this again with another Ohio State receiver? Where we think, and we nitpick, and then the next thing you know, it's another Garrett Wilson, it's another Jackson Smith and Jigba. Well, but he's not the one. Yeah, because Jeremiah Smith's on the other side.
Right.
That's the name that I hear more often, and I'm telling you that this is going to sound crazy when I say it. He could end up in the top 5.
Really?
He could end up in the top 5. All it takes is one GM to go, nope, you know what? I'm going to throw the wrench in this wheel, and I'm not going to be the GM that needed a true number 1 receiver, and I let him bypass me. Because we have a ton of them. I mean, receivers of our highest risers, I would say receiver probably has the highest number.
Okay.
Between Mekhi Lemon, Casey Concepcion, of which I'm hearing a lot of people now going, well, if Ladd McConkey worked, why will Kevin Concepcion not work?
Mm-hmm.
You got a great point.
Right. It's the same.
Because
same
to me,
type of football.
Kevin Concepcion's a better football player. Ladd McConkey might be more of an athlete, but Casey's got great hands, and he's going to get open. Then you get into the Denzel Bostons and Chris Brazil, and there are a lot of receivers in this class. But the one it seems that I'm hearing the most is Carnell Tate.
Okay.
Big-bodied, probably going to do some special things in the pre-draft process. And the more I watch Ohio State, I'm not overly impressed by that team from 1 to 90. But they do have a lot of high-end talent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to me, Caleb Downs is the best defensive player in America. Is that fact or fiction?
Yeah, I guess I'd probably say so. Yeah.
If it's not him, who is it? Reuben Bain?
Maybe. Or the kid from Texas.
Anthony
Hill.
Now, Anthony Hill's I'm glad you mentioned that name because that one's gotten – there's a lot of talk about him going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Because Arvell Reese has been better than him. C.J. Allen at Georgia's been better than him. Georgia has another linebacker. The problem with Anthony Hill and the way I would tell people to watch the tape on him is this is kind of like Micah Parsons all over again. There are 3 ways you can look at this kid.
Mm-hmm.
He can be an inside linebacker, at which case he's probably a second-round pick for me. He can be just a straight pass rusher, where he's probably a late one, or what if he's both?
Uh-huh.
And now we're talking about, I don't think he'll get to where we were at the beginning of the year, because we were talking about him in the top 5.
Right.
And I always pushed back on that. If you see him as a linebacker, Micah Parsons fell to 10.
Mm-hmm.
So even somebody that we know is a freak of nature,
right?
It's hard to consider those guys up that high because we just don't have a whole lot of depth of knowledge of how that works. Because you're asking a kid to come into the league and learn how to play 2 positions flawlessly. It's hard to do. It took Micah, 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
He could rush a passer. But they were using him all over the formation, and there were a lot of times that he was out of position. Anthony Hill's tape's not been as good as you want it to be. But I think it's because Texas is trying to prepare him for what's coming at the next level.
Right, moving him around.
Yes,
the formation stuff.
By the way, did you hear Diana Rossini talking about Steve Sarkisian?
No.
Did you see the report over the weekend about Sarkisian's let NFL teams know if the NFL comes calling, I'll listen.
Right.
She was on, I don't remember who she was on with, but she came on and said, well, I mean, nobody from Steve's team told me that. Then where did you hear that from? Well, I mean, I have sources. I'm going to need you to say where you heard it. If you're telling me it wasn't the coach himself or his team, I kind of need to know where you heard that. Not necessarily a name, but was it a team source? Was it somebody at Texas? That's a bizarre story.
Yeah.
I love Diana. I think she's one of the best analysts we have, best reporters we have. But that was clunky.
Just looking in the YouTube chat here, there is a statement from Seahawk AZ.
That's John Carmen, I believe.
Okay. Sellers needs another 2 years in college.
And he could. He could. I will say this. I hear a lot of people saying that Lenore Sellers is going to transfer out of South Carolina. Let me go ahead and I'm going to tell you a little deep dive on Lenore Sellers. I've known this kid since he was 15 years old. He's been coming to a camp in Greenville since he was a freshman in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I know him reasonably well. There are people in my circle that know him insanely well. He ain't leaving South Carolina. Only way he leaves South Carolina is if Shane Beamer does.
Right.
So what he's getting right now is what he's going to get. And I think that's kind of the problem, is that they're asking him to play like a superhero. He's got to be Superman because there's nothing around him. He lost Rocket Sanders to the NFL. He doesn't have the defense that he once had. It's good, but it's young. So the defense can't hold you under 21 points against good teams. And he feels like he has to put this entire team on his shoulders. The question is he better off continuing to get the same tutelage that he's getting at South Carolina, because that's what it would be, or going into an NFL system, get in the system as the 15th pick in the draft, as opposed to being one next year or the year after, and being expected to play right away. Because the one that I keep getting stuck on is the Rams. If he ends up in this draft class, I don't see how Sean McVay doesn't find a way to go get him. And then you got Sean McVay showing him the ins and outs of the NFL. You got Matthew Stafford as his hands-on quarterback room tutor, basically.
Right.
That I like. I don't like the idea of Lenore Sellers coming into the league and having to play right away.
Going number 1 overall to, a Las Vegas Raiders
Jets.
Or something like
It's
that.
the Jets. The Jets will have the number 1 pick.
Right.
And the Jets are the one team I can look at and go, unequivocally, you're taking a quarterback because you don't have one.
Mm-hmm.
I know that team quite well. And this is where Lenore Sellers, and I said this back in September, he's going to be one of the hardest evaluations I've ever had, because I don't see how he goes into the process. We don't see him in shorts at the pro day. We don't see him in shorts at the combine. We don't get him talking to teams at the combine, and everybody just falls in love with him, and you forget all the red flags.
Right.
And you go, you know what? That kid's got the highest ceiling of any quarterback in this class. And you lose your mind, you take him, and then you put him in a bad situation. That's where I go, okay, yeah, he needs more time in college. The only thing is I know it's going to be at South Carolina.
You got a draft question, a bold claim, throw it into the YouTube chat, and we will highlight those when we come back here on ESPN Asheville. 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. We're coming to you live from Bears Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville. It's the Back Alley Bar.
Live from the Ingles studio,
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
the Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dog see! Let him on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons. By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God. The Jets killed him.
And welcome back into the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. Sportsocracy is always heard everywhere you go, around the world on the iHeartRadio app. Take us with you everywhere. You can watch us everywhere as well on YouTube. Just go to thesportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel so that you can join us in the chat. It is a kickoff Thursday here at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue. It's also a
Threadbare Thursday.
Threadbare Thursday.
I was like, I don't know what you're looking for. Day before Halloween.
It is
Brisket
all,
Thursday.
All Hallows Eve, I believe is what they call this.
I think that isn't that. I thought that was Halloween.
I don't know.
Halloween
I
is
really
All
don't
Hallows
know.
Eve.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it is. I don't know. I thought that
I
was
actually-
the
I-
eve of the Hallow, which is on the ween.
Nope.
No.
I
Not
almost
Halloween
wore a
ween?
costume today.
Okay, you should have.
I saw my Forrest Gump costume from a few years ago.
Right.
And my only fear was that the camera is at a less than ideal angle, and those shorts are super short.
We probably shouldn't.
For sure.
Don't do that. That reminds me, we do have a submission for the Jeremy will wear it if you send it for free. But again, this is one of those that I think I want to steal.
Is this also from Ron George?
Because today I'm feeling like my give a squat is on empty.
Yes.
A very, very cool shirt. Whoever sent it, Jeremy will be applying that in the next commercial break.
Yes, I can't do that while the camera's on,
No.
or you're gonna hear a lot of noise.
Yeah, and you might see something that you don't want to see. Jeremy's back's been hurting, and he was doing calisthenics up against the bar a minute ago, and I can unfortunately tell you that he has about as much hair on his body as the Bears mascot.
That's not true. But I do have some tattoos in weird places if you want to see them.
Let's just say, if that's not true, then you should scape the back, sir. There is also a backyard to go with the front yard.
Nobody sees that. It doesn't matter.
Oh, it is a wonderful day down here at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue. They got the fire pits lit outside. The neighborhood has come with the dogs. We've had several canine visitors today, and Jeremy really wants to pet that dog.
I'm gonna pet that dog.
He
He had ears like a bunny rabbit.
The trees out on the lawn are a nice fiery red color with the beautiful foliage of fall here in the mountains of western North Carolina. This is the most beautiful barbecue restaurant / kick-ass sports bar that you've ever been to. The Back Alley Bar needs to be your place to watch all of your games, and we will be here for the game tonight. Thursday Night Football, the kickoff of the NFL week. It is the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens.
Correct. We have a super chat before we get into this game tonight. That was the worst dance yet. It's from Red Sea, 2026 NFL Draft. Need to know. Hands off Francis Malga. He is a Cardinal. Also, are we sure we can't draft an offensive coordinator? Asking for a friend. You cannot actually draft an offensive coordinator. However, you can hire one.
True.
At any time.
Yes. You can fire one at any time.
No doubt.
So, hey, what's his name?
Drew Petzing.
No, the GM out there. What's his name?
Oh, Monty Austin-Fort.
Monty. Listen, Monty, you don't have to hold on to these guys who are just dead weight. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what office they hold.
That's more a Gannon thing than an Austin-Fort thing.
Is it?
Coach usually has control over the staff.
Well.
Ask Brian Kelly.
Listen
the fact
up.
he wouldn't fire his offensive coordinators while he is no longer the coach at Baton Rouge.
Jonathan Gannon, then you need to get on the stick here, because I don't believe Red Sea has had a good thing to say about Drew Petzing since, I don't know, week 6 of last year.
Well, he has one good thing to say. It's almost over.
It is. It is. There is only but one way out, and he will soon go out the door, no question. You could throw in those chats, the super chats, and the questions and the like on a Threadbare Thursday into the YouTubes. We were talking NFL draft prospects, 2026 NFL draft coming up in April, and as we start to count down the days left, I mean, we're days left in the college football season. There are only, 5-6 weeks left in the regular season?
We got the month of November, basically.
Right.
Because the last Saturday is rivalry weekend.
So 5 weeks. So you got 5 weeks left in the college football season. It's time. If you're going to make a case for moving up the board in the 2026 NFL draft, then now is the time. Who are the dudes with a rocket shoved in their keister right now that have just shot up the draft board?
Well, I mean, this is Reuben Bain's an easy answer because we talked about him as a top 10 guy. I think he could go number 1.
Okay.
If a team that's not the Jets get the number 1 pick. You get some weird.
Yeah, but you'd have to get past the Saints. You'd have to get past who else could have that pick?
I think the Saints would take Reuben.
The Dolphins, maybe.
I really do. I think if the Saints got the number 1 pick, I think they would take Reuben Bain at 1.
Really?
Especially if they shuck around and find out
maybe
for the rest of the season.
Maybe, and especially if they get rid of Chris Olave.
I'm going to make a sweeping declaration about quarterbacks. I don't think anybody's drafting a quarterback that has a choice on the roster.
Okay.
If you have a guy, like I would have Tyler Shuck higher rated right now than any quarterback in this class. So, I mean, I'm not tapping out on a second-round pick that I made a year ago to take Fernando Mendoza, who probably has every bit the bust score, if not higher.
I mean, depending on how the next few weeks goes.
I don't care. Short of he doesn't understand which direction the offense is supposed to go, that's how bad he would have to be. That's how bad he would have to be.
Okay. To even consider taking somebody.
If I'm the Saints,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because I don't think you're there. I also think you're going to get more of these young guys, Anthony Richardson, Tanner McKee, guys that either need another shot or need their first shot as a starter. I think you're more likely to see more of those than you've seen in quite some time.
Okay. All right. So Reuben Bain, you would say he's a mini mover, I would call him. Because, I mean, he was a top 10 guy anyway.
He was up there, but we didn't talk about him the way we're talking about him right now.
Right.
I mean, like you look around the industry, he's going to the New Orleans Saints practically every mock you look at has him going to the Saints at 1, 2, or 3.
Except for Walter.
Yeah. I don't know how you would know between all the ads.
Because I just happened to have Walter open here, and he's got Ty Simpson taking the New Orleans Saints taking Ty Simpson with the number 1 pick,
which is
in the draft.
Somewhat insane to me.
Mm-hmm.
Arvell Reese, I mentioned him a little bit when we were talking about Anthony Hill. I'm going to caution people on him. Not that I don't like him, but I've played this game for a lot of years now, and I keep seeing him. I mean, he's in the top 5 of some mocks.
Ooh.
And that's just really high for a guy that I still kind of revert back and go, your number 1 position is linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
On the opposite side of what you asked me, a player that it seems like we're falling out of love with is Peter Woods.
He has gone from top 3 consideration.
Lock.
Yeah. Down to top 10, top 15.
I had him at 17 in my mock, and I'm not going to lie to you, it was hard for me to find a place to put him.
Wow. I mean, has this year just been that bad? Or has everyone else in the class shown more to move?
No, this is on him.
Okay.
You watch Clemson tape right now, and they don't look like a team that has 2 top 10 picks on their defensive line. They don't get home consistently enough. I don't think either one of them is really doing anything at a high level. I'm not saying that they don't have it in them, but at some point you got to revert back to the tape. You know, I've told you how I do evaluations, and when in doubt, always revert back to the tape. And the tape on those two right now is just not very good.
Right.
And putting in work, who is every bit the draft nerd that I am, said he's just shown no motor this season. And that scares me. There are certain positions, you know, if I see a receiver that, you know, you're taking plays off, that doesn't necessarily rattle my cage.
Okay.
When I see no motor out of a guy that's 320 pounds, that makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Because you know what zero motor guys become when they get paid?
Lazy.
Fat.
Uh-huh. It was one of the two. It was one of the two.
They get fat, and then they eat their way out of the league.
Yeah, I could see that. You know, as you were talking there, I was thinking the first name that came to my mind of somebody that took the foot off the gas as they were heading into the NFL draft experience, you know, the process, because their team wasn't very good. I thought of Stingley. That was like the first one that I remember us just harping on, going, this dude checked out for the league 2 weeks into the season.
Well, I mean, he also had the greatest freshman season out of cornerback that we've ever seen.
No doubt about it.
So, I mean, he was a top 10 pick just because he was alive.
Right, but that last year with old Raging Cajun, Ed Orgeron as his head coach, like, he did not give two squats.
It was not good.
No, and then ended up, you know, still being a top draft pick, still being now one of the best young players in the NFL. It is concerning, but to me now it's not a death nail. Right? In the past, I would look at that and go, I'm out. I can never get on board with a guy like that.
But even then,
maybe.
But I mean, even then, you're talking about a guy that's thinner.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not worried about Derek Stingley eating his way out of the league.
No.
I'm not worried about his health habits. I'm not worried about his workout habits. For him, he was protecting himself.
Yes.
TJ Parker. I had the first person yet tell me that he's not going to have TJ Parker in the first round.
Uh-huh.
And that's almost shocking to hear out loud. That anybody would look at him after what I saw on tape going into this year. I didn't think there was anything he could do that was going to push him out of the top 10. Now the top 10 is a distant afterthought. Now are we 100% sure he's going in the first round? Because David Bailey's passed him, clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Reuben Bain was ahead of him for me anyway.
Right.
Or at the very least on the same level. He's clearly past him. Mm-hmm. Now you're getting into the Danny Dennis Suttons, Akeem Mesidor from Miami, and that's not even talking about Keldrick Falk or Arvell Reese or any of these other guys that you could be looking as a pass rusher.
Yeah.
TJ Parker's just fallen off the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that there's anything you can do to come back from that.
Right.
And the last name that I want to say on the riser is Connor Lew. He's the center out of Auburn. I was, and I'm going to say this the only way I know how, I was unfamiliar with your game, sir. And I've had Jake Slaughter ahead of him the entire time because I hadn't watched the tape from this year.
Mm-hmm.
We did a draft live stream last week while you were in New York. And I had a lot of people blowing up the chat about Connor Lew. I don't tend to watch offensive line tape until the year is over. So I'm very often behind on linemen when it comes to during the season.
Yeah.
I went and watched him, and it's shocking to watch somebody that's that good with four guys around him that I don't believe in at all.
Right.
And how obvious it is to see the talent. You watch him, and it is just – it's the living embodiment of talent will always jump off the page. It does not matter what is around them. People ask me all the time, how do you evaluate a guy that plays at a small school? You know, I got that about your guy, David Walker, last year at Central Arkansas.
Yeah.
He's playing around nobody. Yep, because the talent jumps off the page. Right. You don't watch that tape and ever, any play. It doesn't even have to be a play that he was the finality of. You can look at an all-22 tape and go, that's the guy.
Yeah.
It's 44. He's right there. That's the one.
Right.
And you see that from time to time.
Yeah.
Connor Lou's just one of them.
Yeah, that's the kind of a game that I will watch, and I'll go, I don't know if he's good at football, but I do know he's better than any other person on the screen.
I can't tell you he's an NFL player,
Right.
but I can tell you if there's an NFL player on that field,
That's
it's him.
It's that guy. It's that guy right there. Love for Chris Bell in the YouTube chat.
There's a lot of that. The only thing that will make that, and we can talk about this in the next segment. The only thing that makes me nervous about Chris Bell is where does he fall in this class of receivers?
Right.
Because it's deeper than people are even letting on.
Andreas Pinckney says he thinks he needs to be taken in the second round. Gambit fan is on board. He says Chris Bell is at least, or is at worst, the second best receiver in college football, and he's not sure. And he's not sure that he's number two. That he's not just number two. Period.
Gary Burt said, "Damn it, Jeremy! Stop building the roof before you build the foundation." I think what he's referring to is that I reviewed lineman tape last. It's the hardest to evaluate because there's so much that goes into it, and it can be so different from pillar to post.
Right.
The reason that I don't do lineman tape in the season is that I will default to the rankings. It's not that I'm undervaluing linemen, because if you notice, I don't do top 100s during the year.
Mm-hmm.
That's why. Mm-hmm. Because I would have 8 linemen across the entire top 100.
Right.
To me, it's not fair to evaluate a lineman in a nutshell or in a vacuum or in a phone booth or however you want to say that. I got to look at your entire body of work, because a lineman can get I'll use Connor Lou, for example. Connor Lou can get a team that has 2 really good edge rushers. They never funnel a blitz up the middle at him at any point. So, yeah, he can look like the second coming of Alex Mack. What does he do when he sees the best defensive tackle he's played? So that's kind of how I do this, is that I build everything else out. And then I come back to the line and go, let's get an apples-to-apples comparison. When you played an actual NFL defensive tackle prospect, how did you look? When you played a high-level defensive line and there were 4 guys that have draftable grades, what did that tape look like? And then I start culling the Louisiana Monroes, and I start culling the tapes where I'm not going to see what it is that I want to see out of you. Lineman's a different animal. And I feel like over the years I've done it reasonably well. It's one of the biggest weaknesses I have.
Right.
But I feel like I've done it reasonably well because I try to make everything equal. That's hard to do in season.
You are in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. We are at our favorite spot to watch games on Thursday nights. It is Bears Smokehouse Barbecue, 135 Coxe Avenue. It is the home of the best meat in town. Don't forget to come out and try their balls. We'll be right back here on ESPN Asheville.
the Sportsocracy.
We're back on ESPN Asheville, coming to you live from Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue. What's the face for? What are you doing?
Computers are weird.
Okay.
You put things in the right order, and then all of a sudden there's stuff. That's not what I told you to do.
Welcome back into the show here on ESPN Asheville, the iHeartRadio app, and, of course, for the folks following along on the YouTubes, remember that is the way that you can get in touch with the program and get your questions answered, your bold statements made. It is a Threadbare Thursday. We're kicking off Week 9 in the NFL.
Gambit with a great question in the chat.
Okay.
Is it me, or has Tank been been extra sus today, like more than usual?
What do you mean? What does that mean?
You've been a little extra today.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Does that mean edgier? Does that mean
No, you've just been extra.
just a little weird?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're always a little weird.
Well, yeah, of course. That's why my wife keeps me around. I make life entertaining.
Your wife keeps you around because you can reach things on slightly higher shelves, not taller ones.
Slightly higher shelves. That is true.
Not on the tall ones.
Yeah, that is true. She won't need me much longer. The boys are almost as tall as I am now. So
yes,
yeah, it's not going to be long before they're dwarfing me.
Before you have that uncomfortable, I will whip your.
Will I?
Maybe I won't. I will call your uncle, and he is not a nice man.
Yes, precisely.
As soon as you clear 6 feet, yeah, I could make the argument that you're a full grown-up boy.
Yeah, we're going to have the meeting. We're going to sit down at the table, me and the 2 children, and we're going to say, look, Dad still makes the rules around here. You may be bigger than him, but you're not bigger than Uncle Jeremy. And Uncle Jeremy
is crazy.
Is insane.
Yeah. He didn't get hugged until he was 14 years old. What do you think he'll do to you?
It's my enforcer. You are my Arn Anderson.
I am the big Dom of this show. I liked Arn Anderson better, and I didn't realize it until I was halfway through. Did you see Big Dom brought pizzas and stuff to Cam Scadaboo in the hospital?
Do what?
Big Dom, the security guy from the Eagles. He brought pizzas and other little trinkets to Cam Scadaboo in the hospital.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought it was.
Yeah, good for him.
I'm disliking him less by the day. I'm actually disliking Nick Sirianni less.
Yeah.
Our resident Eagle fan just went, woohoo, behind us. She did the Chainsaw Brothers thing.
It's amazing what winning will do for you.
It's not the winning. It's really not. It's he's less extra right now.
Uh-huh.
I swear to you, I think Jeffrey Lurie came to him and went, I'm going to need you shut up. Like right now. Because you are about the most unlikable dude on the planet Earth. And he went, okay, I got a Super Bowl ring. Chips off my shoulder. I don't care what you think.
See, that's what I think it was. I think it was the winning of the Super Bowl took that whole chip off his shoulder, kind of lowered some of the resentment, right? Took some heat off from the media. There's not as many people like you and I calling him dumbass anymore. And it all just kind of leveled out. And now you can kind of enjoy the cockiness. Right? It's that cocky guy who never wins anything that you go, I wish you'd stop.
Yeah, and then he wins, and he doesn't have to. He's not trying to impress you anymore.
Right.
He's got the ring.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't like me, I refer you to my hand, and so you can familiarize yourself with my game, sir. Yeah, you just saw it too? I saw it a minute ago.
Ow.
Yeah, our Gavin said you're being extra sus today. I feel like the chat's being a little extra today too.
Yeah,
I'm having to be real careful with everything I say because it's all getting turned into some perverse wordplay.
Yeah.
Did you buy a hoodie in New York?
I did. I bought this in the airport. Just grabbed it before we got on the plane.
You went to the city in this country with the greatest shopping in the entire country, and you bought a hoodie in the airport.
Yeah.
How much did that hoodie cost? Just
$30.
really?
Yeah, it was cheap.
I'll
take one.
I've never bought a thing in an airport.
Really?
I mean, outside of liquor. And
Like a pack of crackers.
I mean, I've spent more money on spilt liquor than you shake a stick at.
Oh, I'm sure.
No, like shirts or anything like that. I've never bought anything in an airport.
See, I usually forget to get something while I'm in the city and then go, God dang it. And then I go, oh, look, $30 sweater. Let's go.
A $30 piece of crap.
That Nashville sweater that I wear all the time, that's where I get it in the airport.
I didn't know you had a Nashville sweatshirt.
Yeah, that hoodie, the gray hoodie that says Nashville on the bit. I wear it a lot when it's cold.
Nope.
Yeah. Got that in the airport as well. Sometimes those little airport deals, not too bad.
Yeah, there are a lot of places to shop in New York. The airport wouldn't be in the top 1,000.
But here's the thing. There's nowhere in New York that I would shop. Not a place.
That's not even
I mean, Walgreens, maybe. I went shopping at one spot in New York City, and it was the Tamashii Nation's action figure store in Times Square, because it's the only store on the planet, and that's my kid's favorite brand of action figure. So I went into the Tamashii Nation store to buy him something. That was it. Everything else was designer clothes and stuff. That's not me.
It could be,
but I'm a $20 T-shirt and airport guy. I'm not $500 button-up shirt in the, I don't know. Give me a store, because I can't even name one. Macy's,
Fifth Avenue,
I guess.
There's a lot.
How many sacks does Fifth Avenue have? Are they at least in the top 10?
I have no idea what you're asking.
Of sacks. How many sacks does Fifth Avenue have?
I
have no idea what that is.
You don't. It's a store.
Is it like a department store? Do they sell clothes and stuff?
Yeah.
So it's like a Macy's.
High-end Macy's. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We went up there for 5 days, and I saw the sign for Fifth Avenue, and Mark Starling said my wife really wants to go to Fifth Avenue. I had no desire to even see what's on Fifth Avenue.
This is just a good time to point out, we're getting a little more successful, going to some nice stuff.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it'd be cool if you didn't dress like a sixth grade PE teacher.
Well, that's my style.
That's not a style.
It is. It's a choice.
When you see the bag lady pushing the shopping cart nowhere near a Kmart, is that a style? Or is that theft?
Yeah, I just don't.
No style. We need to get you some style. I'm glad you're using that word, because we do need you to have some of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What's the most expensive piece of clothing you own?
Oh, it's probably that blue suit that I bought before the draft last year.
You bought the suit as one?
Yeah.
Off the rack, I'm assuming.
Of course.
Of course.
It's like $175.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I have a tie that was more than that.
That's dumb.
I do have a tie that was more than that.
Which is dumb.
It's actually my closer tie. Yeah, anytime I go into, if it's multiple meetings to close a deal, that tie will always come out at the.
I'm sure. Anyhow,
Gary said, Jeremy, you don't know. She could have bought it at Aldi for $0.25.
There you go.
A, bastard grocery store. B, they make you rent carts. C, that's not buying it, it's renting it, and they give you your quarter back. Mm-hmm. That's still theft.
Mm-hmm. Or you can do the generous thing and just leave the quarter in there for the next person, so they don't have to pay.
Wouldn't know, never been. Well. Only reason I know is because I see people in TikTok videos do it, and I'm like, that's stupid. I have to rent my shopping cart. That's ridiculous. Stop that. Low prices, love the savings.
Yes.
Ingles Supermarket's the only grocery store for this guy.
It is the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. Speaking of the only grocery store, this is now the only meat spot that I want to be in. Bears Smokehouse Barbecue, South Slope in downtown Asheville. It is the best home for the meats and for Thursday night football. We are the Sportsocracy. We'll be back at the Back Alley Bar right after this on ESPN Asheville.
The Sportsocracy.
We are back in the Sportsocracy on ESPN Asheville. We are live at Bears Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville. You can hear us everywhere you go on the iHeart Radio app. And, of course, on 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. It is kickoff of NFL week number 9.
They're criticizing your suit choices. And
I don't care. It's ridiculous.
can we shame you enough to dress better?
No, you cannot, because I think you're all stupid. If you have a tie that cost $175, you spent $160 too much on that tie.
You can't buy an even competent tie for $15.
I have 3 ties in my suitcase right now that cost me no more than $15, and they look exactly like the tie you spent $175 on.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Sure they do. Same color and everything.
No, they don't. Get into material, you get into all kinds of things.
Doesn't matter. None of it matters.
It does.
No, it sure does not.
Hell, the pants I'm wearing right now are $100. And they're, without a doubt, the most comfortable pants I own. That's not.
I might buy a pair of pants like that if there were $5 at Ross.
I think I got these on sale.
The fact that you got them on sale for $100 is another dumb thing.
I think they were originally $100. I think I got them on sale. I got these at the Super Bowl. They're very comfortable.
Oh, yeah. Those are the ones you bought at the Puma outlet.
God, these are the greatest pair. This is probably the best pair of pants I own.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Yeah. I don't. I've never valued clothes. Never have. Never will.
Oh, we're gonna.
And if you do, then I think that's rather sus of you.
Don't use that word. You don't even know what that word means.
Nope. 6'7", bruh. I don't know what
I'm gonna need you to take a conversation probation on that one. Gary Birch is right. The truth's in the middle of where me and you are. You're too low and I'm too high.
Maybe so.
You also got to remember, I spent a lot of years in sales where it is the first thing a lot of decision making.
Oh, I'm sure.
About you.
I'm sure. You get in the room with a lot of those movers and shakers, and they know the difference between, Peruvian silk and, 100% cotton. I, on the other hand, do not. And I'm in the room with Mark Starling most days at 4 a.m. I do not give about what I'm wearing.
I had a meeting with an NFL team one time, and I'm not going to disclose the team. I was at the facility. And one of their higher-ups called out what kind of watch I was wearing from across the room.
Nice.
I mean, I'm talking the length of this bar. Spotted it from across the room.
Right.
That is the difference between the worlds that you and I live in.
Mm-hmm. Very much so. Very much so. I'm trying to get excited about tonight's football game. And
it's going to be exciting.
I just don't know that
it's the start of the Baltimore Ravens' climb to win the AFC North.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only projection that I see from this game. But, I mean, I am kind of interested to see if the Miami Dolphins make it even a little bit interesting. Any kind of hype off of last week's beatdown of the Atlanta Falcons against this Baltimore defense could make things fun. It's not going to change anybody's mind. It's not going to save Mike McDaniel's job in the long run.
No.
Keep him employed for one more week. They come out and get blown out 40-3.
It's probably done tomorrow.
Right. Tomorrow morning we find out he's out. They may not let him get back on the plane. Oh, we're there.
This game's in.
Never mind. They may not let him back in the locker room.
I actually think that makes it more likely that they fire him tomorrow.
Facts.
I have no belief in Miami whatsoever.
No,
I've been
you
very
shouldn't.
clear about that.
I don't think anybody should.
I feel like Baltimore is. Everybody took their shots at Baltimore because it was fun.
Right.
They're down for the first time in forever. Well, I hope you got your shots in while you could.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I think they've fixed all their problems, but because they got through the evil part of their schedule, and now it gets into all we have to do is show up, play competent football, get Derrick Henry going, 18 to 20 touches.
Oh, my God.
Get
Derrick Henry against that Miami defense?
If he's not your captain in DraftKings tonight, I think you're doing it
absolutely.
wrong.
He should. I mean, the only running back that has not had success against this team is Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson last week. Derrick Henry should have 800 points tonight. Should. But Thursday nights are weird. And again, as I said, first thing today is this is going to be the true test of how weird Thursday night football can be.
Is it as weird as the super chat Kevin Mullen just sent in? I can't wait to watch the blood come out of Tank's ears as he reads it, because there's a lot of layers to it.
Yeah, there is.
And then you get to the bottom and just go, that's pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. Is Devin Achane on the block?
No. I mean, first of all, he's a running back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's a running back. So it's what I've said about Breece Hall. It's what I've said about a handful of others. What exactly do you think you're going to get for him? If I have to pay you, you're not worth squat. You're worth more allowing you to leave and hoping I get a conditional pick that's higher than what you would give me, because no team's going to give it to you. Breece Hall is a great example. If he leaves in the offseason, the Jets will get a third-round pick. Almost no doubt, because he's going to end up being one of the 5 highest-paid running backs in the league.
Mm-hmm.
If the Jets don't go crazy spending in free agency, they'll wind up with a third-round pick. They don't have a lot of money, so it shouldn't be hard.
Right.
No team's giving you above a 5. Maybe a conditional 5 that can become a 4 if they go to the Super Bowl.
Right.
So, and why would I come off that? Hit the super chat button. I'm going to try to figure out some way to say this. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's from Kevin Mullen with another Shanahanism. We haven't had one of these in a few days. Glad to have him back. What if I bought a female robot for night moves, but it's controlled by a guy via remote or online, and I know it's controlled by a guy, say Kyle Shanahan, calling plays?
That's a weird.
What do you think?
That's a weird thing to dream up in your head. That's like an Inception scenario. That was a joke within a joke within a joke.
For sure. I'll just say, still happy.
It all ends up the same result, right? Just saying.
You make my head hurt sometimes. I'm starting to understand why they're saying Tank's being a little extra today.
Hey,
I'm starting to see it now.
It's your fault.
He was getting all defensive about his wardrobe, and now he's
defensive. Just think you're weird.
What is weird about me? There's nothing weird about me.
No, you're just the guy wearing $100 sweatpants. That's weird.
A, these are not sweatpants. B, I have a pair of $100 sweatpants that I'll be wearing for Halloween tomorrow. C, you said that like it was a dig, and it's 100% not. It's kind of like when people say, oh, I've got satin sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're awesome. It's like sleeping in a hug.
Okay.
Egyptian cotton is better, though.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if that, for the utility purposes of that boudoir.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Got to get the grippy socks. That's no other way.
Sure. Sure.
I like nice things. There's nothing
fine.
wrong with that.
That's fine. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with liking that.
I would wash myself in purple velvet if it was socially acceptable. Okay?
Nobody's stopping you. You live your life.
I live my truth.
Yeah. 6'7" to the fullest. I don't know what it means. I'm just going to keep using it.
Kevin asked, would you do it? I would not. I mean, personally, I don't. My night moves do not need to involve robotics.
No. I'm good.
In every bar in America, there is a Callie Cankles that is just waiting to meet you.
To meet me? No.
Or him or whoever else.
Not me. I'm out of the game. Completely. Oh, good. What were we talking about?
We were talking about
We
this.
got derailed by the robotics.
We do, because we keep going to talk about this Thursday night game, and I don't see any way, even with the weirdness of Thursday night football, that this game doesn't end exactly how you think it's going to be.
Yeah. I mean, it should be a blowout. However,
it will be a blowout. This game sets up exactly the same way that last week set up. Lamar has always had a bone to pick with the Miami Dolphins. He's from Miami.
Mm-hmm.
This is a homecoming game for him. He's going to come out here and beat them within an inch of their lives, and this game will never be close. Because Miami's not capable. Yeah, all right, so look at the teams that have been close in Thursday night games. We started with the Dallas Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
They have something to play for. They don't know how bad they are, especially at that time. Because, I mean, they had come through training camp. They're watching the offense, and, my God, the offense is clicking on all cylinders. We can run the ball better than people think we can. We got 2 legit receivers, and Dak Prescott always gives us an opportunity to win every game.
Okay.
The Miami Dolphins have nothing. Like, what if you're Mike McDaniel trying to win one for the Gipper? What am I leaning on? Jalen Waddle? Hey, we have the 26th best receiver in the NFL, and we've got a running back that runs real fast. Unfortunately, he runs with his eyes real closed.
Mm-hmm.
Our offensive line sucks. Our defense can't stop the run. We somehow have 3 pass rushers and can't get anywhere near a quarterback, and we have the worst secondary I've ever seen in my life. Woo! Rally the troops.
But we got momentum off of last week.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't think you do. I don't think anybody in that Miami locker room went in and went, yeah, the turnaround starts now. They looked around and went, dude, how bad does Atlanta suck? They let us beat them like a sled dog. How exactly did that happen?
Right. Stephen Tao with a great point in the YouTube chat. He says, last time we played Miami on a Thursday, we got beat stupid. And they're mad.
They should be.
Mm-hmm.
They should be.
Well, last year was payback. So if we're still holding on the Thursday night thing from, what was that, 2 years ago, then okay. You lather up, rinse, repeat. Let's do the same thing we did last year.
You just got to look at the psychology of what is your coach saying week in and week out. Mm-hmm. We talk about Dan Campbell and how much we love Dan Campbell because that's the guy that get me to run through a wall at full speed because I would die on the field for that dude.
Right.
What is Mike McDaniel saying to Miami to get it out of Miami? To get that. Because last week, I got news for you. You said you watched a lot of this game. Did you at any point look at that and go, hey, Miami's good? Or did you routinely think, my God, did Atlanta even show up to the facility this week?
Right. No, I kept thinking, this is one of those Atlanta games that I keep telling everybody about. Like, if you haven't seen it by now, you should know it. And the first possession of the game, I went, this ain't going to go well. This is going to be one of those games where Atlanta does that thing that they do where they make somebody who's terrible look awesome. And it's exactly what happened.
Meanwhile, you got Baltimore. Baltimore's got a coach that probably ends up in the Hall of Fame one day.
Yep. With
a roster full of guys that probably end up in the Hall of Fame one day. Looking at their division going, Pittsburgh's not good. Cincinnati just got beat by the Jets, and the Browns are, well, the Browns.
Right. We got our leader back. We got our offensive motor back. We found something last week to get a win. Now we get our best player back. Let's put it all together. Let's go on this run. We got to win 9 games in a row, guys.
The New York Jets are closer to the Miami Dolphins, and they know that. And they're looking up right now going, we're so far behind New England and Buffalo that short of both of their planes are detained on the same tarmac for the next 9 weeks, there's nothing we can do.
Right.
Baltimore knows all we got to do is just beat teams that are awful. Beat teams that are way worse than us. And we're right back in the thick of the playoff race. And now you're to that point where Thursday night, all of these other things shouldn't matter. If you are the team that's going to wind up as the AFC North champion, you're going to wind up in the playoffs as a competitive team to win a game in the playoffs, this game should not be close. You should come in and beat them bloody.
Yes.
This game should make last week look competitive. And I think it will. Because a team that cannot stop the run against the Baltimore Ravens, I cannot wrap my head around how this game stays close. Mm-hmm. Stephen Tao said 10-7 finish. Book it. Oh, 10 and 7. Sorry. I thought he was saying the final tonight was going to be 10-7. If it's 10-7 tonight, I got news for you. I ain't saying a nice word about the Baltimore Ravens tomorrow.
Right.
Because I think it should be 17-0 at the end of the first quarter, and this game should end up somewhere in the neighborhood of 52-6.
Yes. I would agree with that.
And the sad thing, 3 safeties. That's how Miami scores 6 points. You're not even kicking 2 field goals because you ain't getting over the 50-yard line.
Oh, it's going to be a banger tonight on Thursday Night Football, but it's always a banger when you're hanging out at the back alley bar, Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville. We are here, and we're going to be hanging out all afternoon, so you can come on down and join us for the kickoff. The back alley bar here at 135 Coxe Avenue needs to be your spot to watch all of your football throughout the season. They got the fires lit outside. They'll have the big screen on. They'll have the televisions inside the bar on. And, of course, the best meat in town served up until 9 o'clock.
Jimothy and his lovely wife and I sat around those fires last weekend, or last Thursday.
Yeah.
Very lovely. Don't put your feet up there, especially if you wear shoes with rubber bottoms.
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, I'm not wearing that same pair of shoes I was wearing last week. They need
some more tread on them?
No, they need more than they have.
Uh-huh. Came out a little warped, did they?
Put that a little close to the fire, and she might have melted just a scoosh.
Mm-hmm. You are in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville. We got the Daily Draft coming up after the top of the hour break here. We're talking best horror movies
Of all time.
as Halloween is right around the corner.
Live from the Ingles studio,
I can't wait to play with myself every day.
the Sportsocracy.
Damn the devil to hell! Let the big dogs eat! Let them on the field!
Come get you some of this.
Fire them cannons. By golly, put more powder in those things.
He couldn't take any more disappointment.
Oh my God. The Jets killed him.
Welcome into the Sportsocracy. It is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. Sportsocracy is heard everywhere you go on the iHeartRadio app. Seen everywhere on YouTube. Let's go to the sportsocracy.com, click the live video link, subscribe to the channel. Join us in the chat. We come to you live from Bears Smokehouse Barbecue on the South Slope in downtown Asheville for a kickoff Thursday. It has started to rain outside of the Bears studio here, which is just, I'm tired of it.
I feel like it's been raining for a month.
I know. It's constant. It's relentless. And I don't like it. It needs to stop. Like Jeremy's sarcasm.
No.
Maybe he was born with it.
That's not going to happen.
It is third hour of the program here on a kickoff Thursday. Encourage everyone to continue. If you got questions, if you got comments, you'll throw those into the YouTube chat. We'll try to sort through those. We're doing a lot of sorting through the comments today. Many of them we can't say on the FCC airwaves.
A much higher percentage than usual, which I'm here for.
But it is time for the daily draft. Tomorrow is Halloween, or here at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue, Hatchoween. We will be judging a costume contest tomorrow.
Yep. We each get to pick a winner, too. So you will have a winner, and so will I.
Oh, nice. Okay. I like that, because, what thrills you doesn't necessarily always thrill me.
As evidenced by Mr. $15 tie.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie. I text my tailor in the break.
Yeah.
And I said, if I asked you to make a $15 tie, what would it be made out of? And he said, a burlap sack. Thank you, Julio. You're really MVP.
I'd like to see that.
A burlap tie?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's just because I'd think it was hilarious.
And then he would wear it.
Why not? Somebody put their hard-earned work into that.
Hey, all right, so movie daily draft.
Yeah.
Greatest horror movies of all time.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the number one pick. Because I'm at a disadvantage in movies because I don't watch a lot of movies.
Uh-huh.
But I love scary movies. And I have a feeling we're going to disagree on what constitutes a scary movie.
Okay.
For me, it's not necessarily just horror.
Okay.
It's anything that could be driven as scary. So when you look these up online, virtually everywhere, Jaws is a top 10 scary movie of all time. Yeah. I do not necessarily agree with that one, but if you let that one in, it opens up a whole lot of movies that I do like, so I'll allow it.
Okay.
There's one other ground rule. If you pick a movie and it has been remade, you get the remake, but only if it's the same story. So like Halloween, that doesn't count. So Halloween's been a different story 57 times. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the exact same story that's been done twice. It's actually been done 3 times, but does that make sense?
So the remake of Halloween was not the same as the Halloween that was made in the 70s?
That one, okay, I said that poorly. You don't get all of the Halloweens. You get Halloween 1, and then you get the crappy one that was just made a few years ago that Rob Zombie did.
Oh, dear. Yeah, this is going to go completely sideways if that's your opinion.
What, the last one was terrible?
Yes.
Oh, it was awful. And I love Rob Zombie.
Wow.
It was awful.
Okay. All right.
I also think Michael Myers has been done within an inch of its life.
Yes, it has, but it was much better in the remake than it was in the original. Number one pick. I mean, I I guess I got to go with The Exorcist. I still think The Exorcist sets all standards for creepy paranormal movies. And the fact that it was just, I mean, it was next level. It's the first movie that I remember actually being afraid of. Because when she crab walked backwards down those stairs.
Oh, and when her head spins around, your mother shops at Penny's. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that was phenomenal. I'll be honest with you, I think you got the number one pick right.
Yeah, The Exorcist is way up there. So yeah, that's the number one pick. Best horror movies to watch at Halloween.
I don't think you're going to like my first one.
Probably not.
Because to me, it's the greatest movie ever made.
Oh, God, did Creed make a movie? What is this?
Of course they made a movie. It made several documentaries. This is Creed. This is awesome. The Creed story. Silence of the Lambs.
Okay.
Silence of the Lambs to me is the greatest movie ever made. I love it from pillar to post.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the sequels less and less as we went on.
Right.
But I thought it was absolutely so beautifully written. It was so beautifully cast, all the way down to Jodie Foster with her horrible West Virginia accent.
I was going to say, you make fun of that choice.
It's because
it's
terrible.
Time.
But she was a great actress minus those look like town. That stupid accent, unlike Brian Kelly, that stupid accent did not ruin the rest of her body of work.
Right.
It was a great movie.
Okay.
And my second one's The Shining.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
I thought it was so well written.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Stephen King guy. But I thought The Shining, just the way he just completely loses his mind by the...
Mm-hmm. It was a great acting job by Jack Nicholson. It was not... The only thing I hated about The Shining is that it didn't follow the story of the book. And that's one of those things that I don't normally care because I don't normally read books. However, The Shining is a book that I have read. And the fact that the story was completely different from the movie, or at least the outcome of the movie was different than the book. I mean, they killed Halloran. They killed Halloran in the movie. He was the hero of the damn book. And so, anyway.
The creepy kids, the elevator full of blood.
Daddy isn't here, Mrs.
Brilliant.
It's
phenomenal.
Stanley Kubrick is a visional revolutionary.
Stephen Talwin's comment of the day.
What'd he say?
The book guys are like vegans. You didn't ask, but they're going to tell you anyway. That's
kind of part of the
that's
story. That's
comment of the day. You win.
It's the gist of the story, though. Like you just changed the whole damn thing.
Oh, it's so good. Such a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 2 to you.
Oh, let's see here. Well, I'm gonna have to go with The Ring because The Ring was revolutionary.
We have a super chat about The Ring.
Okay.
It's from Kevin Mullen, who said Kyle Shanahan's Chihuahua's lipstick is stuck in the out position. The Ring made me terrified of young Asian women for at least a few years. Kevin Mullen's a funny damn dude. The Ring scared the bejesus out of me. I'm not going to lie. Not that I thought it would happen. It was just so unbelievably creepy.
Yeah, it was just a whole new I don't know. To me it was a whole new story that I had never heard before. I didn't know about the Japanese version I had never experienced anything like that before,
so
and it was
creepy.
Yeah, it was
so
wild.
creepy.
The girl climbing out of the television
and the pit and
right.
It's a lot.
Right. And then
I have two I really want, and if you take one of them, I reserve the right to throw something at you. And I'm almost positive that you're not going to take either one of them. Because there's so many good answers here.
There are a lot of them. You know what? I'm going to go with a Stephen King as well. Old school Carrie. I always liked Carrie, and I always dug that storyline of, the persecuted girl who was set up to be embarrassed, and then, oh, guess what? I got the last laugh. I always kind of enjoyed that part of that story.
That was a creepy way you just said that. And now I'm afraid that I've said way too many jokes over the years, and one day I'm going to get covered in blood at the prom. The one that I'm definitively taking is It. Because I get them both. So I get the old school one with Tim Curry.
I don't like that.
You don't like that I got it, or you don't like the pick?
That's not a good idea. You shouldn't be able to get them all.
Well, that was the rules. We established that. So I get the new one, and I got the old one.
You clearly said you can't have the whole franchise.
No, I get the first one.
Oh, okay.
If you want to take the second one, more power to you. I'm not going to do it.
100%.
The first one was great. And then it's had all of the, and this obviously doesn't count, but all the iterations of it from there. That's another one that I think it's just such a creepy story. The clown in the sewer that he's been alive for 100 years, and Bill Skarsgård is so good. I can't see him without the makeup, without seeing Pennywise the Clown.
Mm-hmm.
You want a balloon, Georgie?
Okay.
It's just so creepy.
Yeah.
God, there's two. You know what? I'm going Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You notice the theme that 3 of the 4 that I've picked here have been based on Ed Gein in some shape, form, or fashion?
Yeah.
Weird, ain't it?
He likes serial killers. It's all into that creepiness.
I do watch a lot of serial killer stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Amy, I think, has gotten a touch annoyed of me commentating how accurate the John Wayne Gacy documentary has been. And I think it really alarms her that I know that with my phone sitting in its off position.
Yes.
It's like, how do you know that? Because I read the book. His lawyer wrote a book. I read it a long time ago.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
All right. Very good.
I get Texas Chainsaw Massacre and It. I feel very good right now.
Good for you. Good for you. Well,
I know you won't take one of my final.
Well, I'm going to take the other It. Whichever one. I'm so confused by the rules of this. I'll take the other one.
It Part 2 you get. You don't get the sequel. If the movie's been remade, you get them both. So you had the Tim Curry one that was done in was that in the 80s?
Yeah, it was like 89.
So I get that one.
Okay.
And then the first one of this recent series, they made an It 2 in the 90s. You get that one and the one that they just made.
Well, no, the original It was a miniseries. It wasn't even a movie release.
Oh, I thought it was a movie.
No.
Okay, then I don't get that one.
No, it was a miniseries.
I did not know that.
Made for television.
I've seen it as one contiguous.
Right.
I was 2 in 1989, so I don't know.
Sure, absolutely.
I knew you could buy it on VHS and watch it all the way through because I saw me do it.
Yeah. I don't like this. I don't like this whole you get the remake too deal. Anyway, whichever one of those I'll take. Because Tim Curry was fabulous.
Oh, he's great.
Now the new one kicks it up a notch.
For sure.
The new one is, I hate saying that it's better.
It is better.
But it is better.
It is better. Tim Curry was great for his time. What they can do now it's just so good.
And then,
so you took It Part 2.
Yeah. And then I'll take House of 1,000 Corpses. Was that one of the ones?
No. I thought I could take Devil's Rejects and House of 1,000 Corpses on the backside.
Yeah, no. House of 1,000 Corpses was another one of those next level, like, opened up my mind to, okay, there are way more twisted people than I than I knew existed in this world, and Rob Zombie is all 12 of them.
No doubt. All right, so I'll take Devil's Rejects because it was awesome.
I did not like it as much as House.
Oh, I did.
But
I did. With his wife in it, Lord have mercy. That woman is so beautifully broken.
she was in the first one, too.
She was, but she wasn't as
Not as
central of
much.
a piece.
Right.
And you know what? I'm going to take this one solely because it's new, and I live by a simple philosophy of new is always better.
Yeah.
And the sequels are creepy as all get out. Smile.
I have not seen that.
It is so unbelievably creepy.
Yeah.
And now, I'll tell you why I took that movie, and I know people aren't going to agree with me, and that's fine. That movie was so creepy that people with fake smiles freak me out now. Like, if somebody gives me a fake toothy smile in public, it gets in my head.
Yeah.
I can't say that about any other movie. Because you know the premise of the movie, right?
No.
It's like a demon takes you over and then you throw yourself off a building or something of that nature.
Okay.
I'm not ruining anything. You find this out in the trailer.
Right.
But they all have this gigantic smile. And now I see people do that in public and go, stop doing that. That's odd. I want you to not do that.
That was one of those me and Andy watched the trailer for it, and I went, yeah, I don't think
I didn't want to watch it. Amy wanted to watch it, and she wore me down, and I finally, on a Friday night, was like, okay, throw it on.
Right.
And it was good.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is it on me?
Yep.
How many do I have here, too?
Just one.
Just one? Oh, shoot. Just one?
You have a lot of good choices.
Then I'm taking Candyman.
Candyman that's probably
and
we're going for straight creepy factor.
No remake. That's the 1992 Cabrini Green story. Oh, God. That's one of those that had 10-year-old me going, I don't want to sleep anymore. I don't even want to be in bathrooms that don't have lights on. Or like, I don't even want to walk down the hallway in the middle of the night.
I'm really impressed that we just had a list that had no Jason movies, no Michael Myers, no Freddy Krueger.
No, because honestly, it's all of those are so played out.
They're so redundant.
Well,
that there's not one that even sticks out to me.
And it's right, and it's not even precisely. Like the original Nightmare on Elm Street. The only thing that sets that story apart from any of the other ones is that a young Johnny Depp was in it. And that was the mattress or the waterbed scene.
Stephen Tao with two really good points here. R.I.P. Tony Todd, which is the guy from Candyman. And he was surprised that Saw didn't make it. I'll be honest with you, before Saw made 14 remakes, the first one would have made it.
Killer.
The first three were all great.
All time. Oh,
and the story was woven into itself. Mm-hmm. It was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
By the end, they were awful.
Oh, absolutely.
The last 4 of those were unwatchable. And they kept tying in the old story, which was screwing up the old story for me.
Right. I got to Saw 7. I think I hung in there until 7.
I watched way too many of them.
And went, no more. I'm not doing this.
I'll be honest with you. I could have gone Saw 1, 2, and 3 and been fine with the rest of my list, however it fell. Because I think those 3 were that good.
Right.
And then Saw 4 happened. And then they kept doing it and doubling down on how bad can we make a movie and you still watch it.
Right.
You remember Jamie Foxx was in one of them?
No.
Or not Jamie. Chris Rock. Sorry, wrong comedian. Chris Rock was in like Saw 5 or 6.
Okay. Maybe that was...
Oh, it was awful.
I don't remember that at all.
Stephen Tao said Saw 2 was trash. I do not agree with you. Not because I thought the movie was great, but because I loved how it tied into the first one.
No,
and then
Saw 2 was the story of the girl, right?
Yes. I thought it was great.
That was great.
And that girl was a smoke show. I don't care what anybody says. She's crazy as all get out.
I was going to say, she will definitely put cigars out on your couch.
She'll put cigarettes out on your forehead.
Uh-huh.
She doesn't even want to. She doesn't even mess with the couch.
Precisely.
And I'm not gonna lie. I watched that movie more times than I'm proud of, and she was no less than 70% of the reason why.
Yeah. Okay.
Solid work. I'm impressed by us.
Good. Pretty good. You got a free agent?
Ooh, do I? I'll let you pick it first. You, in theory, would have first UDFA pick.
Oh, well, my free agent is Blair Witch.
Words I can't say on this show because that would have been the one I would have taken.
The Blair Witch Project is
why
forever because it's creepy as hell. And if you've ever
is
been by
creepy.
yourself in the woods at night, that is the creepiest movie that's ever existed. It felt real. It felt so real. They made that so viral somehow before the internet even existed, which is not true. The internet did exist. But that was like one of the first multi-level marketing schemes, right, that included the fake backstory on the internet. And, that was the original fake news. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, that was the downfall of society. When the Blair Witch Project duped us all into believing that there were actually 3 college-age kids who went out in the woods in Maryland and got, disappeared by a fake witch, that was when the world started to go to hell.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. That's why we're here, solving problems.
That was the one that I was going to take. There are a lot that I would be okay with here. I'm stuck between 2, and they're both really old.
Go ahead and name them.
The one I'm not going to take is Poltergeist.
Okay. Was not a fan.
Oh, it's really good. The one I'm going to take, and I think it's low-key super underrated and should be remade well. Don't just remake it to remake it. They've already done that once, and it was terrible.
Okay.
The Omen.
You don't need to remake that for me.
You do. For me, solely because I want to see it with CGI and effects and take the same story, take the same dialogue, and just modernize it.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
Now, you're not going to have Gregory Peck.
No.
And you're already down 10 because you don't have him.
Right. You won't have.
And he was so good.
Right.
In that movie.
You won't have the fat guy from Indiana Jones either.
I hate old movies, and I love that one.
Man, The Omen was so good. And I like The Omen. Damien, The Omen 2 was fantastic.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't as good, but it was still good.
Oh, I like that one. I like to creep my wife out with the Damien voice as well. Just, you're like a brother to me, Mark. And she'll just pop up out of the corner. Like, stop doing the voice. I hate the voice.
And my wife hates the Pennywise voice.
You want your boot?
Well, yeah, that is way creepier.
You want your boot?
It is the Sportsocracy on
God,
ESPN
we
Asheville.
could have gone 10 picks deep on that one. Been fine.
Oh, absolutely.
Stephen Dow said
Keep
7,
going.
which is one of my top.
7 was great.
That's one of my top 20 favorite movies of all time.
Right. I don't necessarily think of that as a horror.
That's where I
scary
was at.
movie, though. I mean, it is obviously creepy, highly suspenseful. The comedic turn at the end was great. If you haven't seen the AI picture of the cast in the last scene, that's quite hilarious. Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, and Gwyneth Paltrow all smiling with her smiling from the box. That's one of the best AI pictures I've ever seen. It was a great movie. Kevin Spacey, nobody plays a creep like Kevin Spacey.
No.
And then we found out why.
Because he is one.
Weird.
Allegedly. He's
You're
never been convicted, so legally you have to say allegedly.
You're in the Sportsocracy, and this is ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, 1400. We'll be back from Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue right after this.
The Sportsocracy.
Coming to you live from Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue in downtown Asheville. Just one of their 2 spots in the city of Asheville. And depending on where the food truck is on that particular day, 3 spots in the city of Asheville. 135 Coxe Avenue on the south slope, the other location over on Sweeten Creek Road inside Sweeten Creek Brewing. It's a great place for all of you in the on the south side of town to stop by, get you something on the way home for dinner. I do it quite often. Not as much anymore as now that I've experienced how great the spot here on the south slope is. I will come here. I will come here more instead of going to the South Asheville spot. But it's because I don't feel the bustle of downtown Asheville as much on the south slope over here. It's more calmer over here. Right? You don't have as many interruptions over here at Bear's Smokehouse Barbecues. You may have in other spots of downtown, like Pack Square or Lexington Avenue, or the weirder spots of Asheville.
Yeah, you don't get the
on
weird
the good
here,
side,
which I'm a big fan of.
This is on the good side. Down here, 135 Coxe Avenue. It's just up from the from the sports complex. They got the back alley bar. They've got the food over in the food building. It's the best meat in town. Always has been, always will be.
We have 2 stories to talk about as we close out. We've got one shorter segment right here, so we'll talk about the one that's, I guess, of less value.
Okay.
Did you see the Rose Bowl sued UCLA?
Why?
They're trying to move to SoFi.
Okay.
The lease runs through 2044.
Okay.
So they have sued to keep UCLA there.
But why?
That's what I said.
Why would you want them?
They put 5,000 people in this gigantic stadium. Why would SoFi want them? They don't attract people. I mean, literally look at UCLA week in and week out. Look at when they beat Penn State. They tried to storm the field. They didn't have enough people to cover the field.
Right.
They had old dudes jumping off the 50-yard line to get on the field, and they still couldn't cover the field.
Well, who wants to go see that?
Well, and that's another one of those things that's been funny to me as we've talked about, college coaching hires and who does UCLA wind up with? Probably somebody that you're not talking about, because it's not going to be anybody with options. I heard Brian Kelly's name bandied about at UCLA, and I laughed until it hurt. Brian Kelly's not getting that far down the list.
No.
Now, he may decide he wants to sit at home and make $54 million. I don't know.
Why wouldn't he?
He's 64 years old.
I know. I mean, he's technically retirement age, and sure, you can coach longer than this. But when you got that much scratch, why the hell would you want to?
I would take another job if I was him, especially with the offset and the language, because I can be very, very cheap on whoever it is that hires me, because I'm going to get the rest of the money from LSU.
Mm-hmm.
So I can basically be the cheapest coach in America for 5 years and try to leave people with a better taste in their mouth when it comes to me.
Right.
Because how badly LSU went, that's a stain on his legacy forever. I mean, you got to remember, this guy's been coaching for 30 years. And he's been successful everywhere he's ever been except really LSU.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what we're going to remember.
Well, I mean, yeah. If I were him, I'd just pack it up and go home. I don't know that I'm going to make, I don't know that I'm going to gain anything. I mean, it's like Bill Belichick. I mean, not to that extreme, but it's still, what would I gain from taking this job? I have more to lose, I feel like, than I would have to gain.
I can tell you the answer, at least the answer that I have been told around people in the sport. You want to have somewhere to go back to. Right now, where could if Brian Kelly decides, I'm just packing it in, what stadium can he be a fixture at where he shows up and he's like Roy Williams? Roy shows up to anything Carolina.
Cincinnati.
I don't think he could. I don't think they could because he's had two that were more successful than him after he left. Because he's got Satterfield there now that's quite possibly going to – I mean, Cincinnati could be a playoff team.
Yeah, starting to build something.
Luke Fickell got him to the playoff, which Brian Kelly never did.
Right.
So I don't know that he could. Surely not Notre Dame.
No.
He's persona non
mad.
grata at
Yeah,
Notre
they're
Dame.
still mad about him leaving.
So I guess my point is if you take – let's say he goes 5 years at Virginia Tech, and he gets Virginia Tech back to 8-4, 9-3, and then lays the groundwork for Shane Beamer to replace him 5 years from now. He can hang out at Virginia Tech for the rest of his life. And that means more to guys than you would think.
Maybe. Okay.
I should have said that way. I don't know what you think about it. It shocks me how often that comes up when guys get fired of what's his spot.
Right.
What's the school that still embraces him? Mm-hmm. Who's going to induct him into their Hall of Fame? Who's going to have the ceremony for him? Because there's something about that it's gratifying. It's like a culmination of your entire career, and you want that somewhere.
Right.
And for me, I can't stop circling Virginia Tech with Brian Kelly because it makes too much sense.
Yeah.
It's just like James Franklin at Florida. It makes too much sense.
Right.
If it's between Jed Fish and James Franklin, which one would I rather have? It's James Franklin. It's not close.
Mm-hmm.
But Jed Fish went here. I don't care.
You are in the Sportsocracy. It's ESPN Asheville.
Speaking of guys that went to schools,
mm-hmm.
that's the other story that we'll hit after the break. There is a guy that went to a school that I feel like that school's had them kind of earmarked of that's going to be the replacement. Well, no, he's not.
Back here live at Bear Smokehouse Barbecue right after this.
The Sportsocracy.
Come on down to Bear's Smokehouse Barbecue tonight for the kickoff of Week 9. We're going to be hanging out here, having some. Jeremy's already got the bucket here ready for the end of the program.
Yep.
It's just the kind of party we throw here at the Back Alley Bar every Thursday. So you
Speaking of a party, we've got a party this weekend.
That's right, Hatchaween coming up tomorrow night here at Bears.
That one too. We have a lot of parties this weekend. Because we're partying in Knoxville on Saturday.
Yep. Sorry, it gives me a little indigestion thinking about all that orange, but
Does that
it's
hurt
gonna be
you?
fun. It's gonna be a fun party.
We will be at Oklahoma, Tennessee. We're hanging out up there for a couple days. A nice little cabin up in the woods, and we'll be doing a live stream on Sunday. We never have Sunday stuff.
No.
I'm going to try to get David Smith involved in that. Do a little fantasy football. Do a little.
Did you check to see if there's internet at this cabin? If
there's not, we have it in the truck.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We'll break the Starlink.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. Once it's a problem, I will find a fix for it for the rest of time.
Yes. Got to make it work somehow. Got to make it work.
We're a mobile content studio now. Everything. You remember when we used to have big pieces of luggage that had all this stuff in it?
I do.
We've downsized quite nicely.
Yes, 2 bags. That's all.
And one of them's only half full. It'd be even less full if it didn't have all the ESPN stuff in it. By the way, I should not be the one that possesses that. It winds up in my office when we need it, and it winds up under the desk when we don't need it.
Fair enough. Good to know. Tomorrow will be a Football Friday here in the Sportsocracy. We'll have
so many bangers.
We'll have all of the picks of the weekend for you, as well as run down every game on the NFL schedule. 4
more dog winners for me last week.
Good for you.
Outright dog winners.
We'll have the full recap of tonight's Week 9 opening game, Thursday Night Football in Miami. The Dolphins against the Ravens. What is this? What is this other story you were teasing there, Jeremy?
Well, Penn State. Penn State thought they're high on the hog. We've got so many options that we just fire James Franklin and we let it fall where it may.
Right.
We now have another coach that's got an extension where he is that will preclude him from taking the Penn State job, and his name is one Matthew Ezekiel Rule.
How big's the buyout on that contract?
Way bigger than anybody's going to pay. It's $15 million additional dollars. I don't know what it started at, but that's enough. So now you've taken Kirk Cignetti off the board, you've taken Matt Rule off the board, and this is getting to Manny Diaz way quicker than you wanted it to.
But, I mean, is that necessarily a terrible thing?
Yes, because he's a big downgrade from James Franklin. I've already seen him as a coach once.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I'm specifically – I'm a Florida State guy. I remember him at Miami. And I remember how comical it was when he was at Miami because he couldn't do anything.
Right.
He recruited decently well. I think that's a different bar at Miami than it is practically anywhere else because you show up and put your shoes on the right feet, you're going to recruit to a certain level.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought he did anything all that well. And I could easily see him being a big regression at Penn State.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't take it, shoo, buddy, it gets hard to figure out in a hurry. Because now I feel like he's called one.
I would say so.
I would say he's called one.
Mm-hmm.
Because it would have been Cignetti 1, Rule 2. And now they're both out.
They'll have the wish list that has Lane Kiffin on it, but that's not happening.
Lane Kiffin will laugh you out of the room.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know about laugh you out of the room.
Lane Kiffin would laugh Penn State out of the room.
That's still a respected program.
So you're going to take me out of the only place I've ever recruited at a high level, which is the South. Put me into a place that I have absolutely no connections whatsoever to be the third best program in my conference. And I'm going to turn down LSU to do that. And turn down the school that I'm currently at and love to do that.
Well, I mean, there's that. There is the LSU consideration. But in getting the calls from the open jobs, I mean, that's the second call you want, isn't it? LSU, Penn State, and then what? Because I'm not excited about any of the other spots.
Florida State.
But that's not open right
It
now.
will be. I mean, there's going to be a lot of jobs open. Penn State's already open. LSU's open. Florida's open. I believe Florida State will be open. There's a great chance Auburn's open. And that hasn't even talked about what happens when coaches start leaving. And then you could have Ole Miss open. Mm-hmm. You could have Duke open. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, obviously Duke doesn't belong in the same conversation, but I'm talking about Power 5 jobs. Oklahoma State, who has a ton of money, is already open. There's going to be a lot of movement.
I'm real interested to see who winds up with that Oklahoma State job.
It won't be. It will not be a name you want it to be. I can almost promise you it will not be a name you want it to be.
Well, that's kind of where I'm at. That'll be kind of proof in the pudding of how serious is Oklahoma State about transforming the football program. Because if somehow they were able to go all in and back up the Brinks truck for somebody that we're not expecting.
But, I mean, who would that even be?
I don't know. Brian Kelly.
I don't think you have to back up the Brinks truck. You're just getting him into a place that he's never recruited there before. Mm-hmm. You don't know exactly what that's going to look like. And I don't know that it's going to incite the fan base that you want in the way that you want it to.
Well, at this point, anything's better than what we had. I mean, Mike Gundy had some great years. He had a pretty good run.
Sure.
But at this point, is that not the biggest name you could possibly hope to get? Because you're not getting Lane Kiffin. You're not in on any of these other jobs.
No, I would be, and I guess this had to be reminded of me that Virginia Tech almost hired Kirby Smart. I forgot about that. When he was the DC at Alabama, they were all in on Kirby Smart, and then they just didn't hire him.
Uh-huh.
I would probably try to go that way with Glenn Schumann or one of those young – because we got a lot of young – if you look at the young candidates out there, 3 of these guys are going to hit and be really good coaches.
Right.
I'd rather be in on them early, hope they're super loyal, and I can keep them until one of the big dogs comes and beats their door down, and then hope to elevate the program.
Yeah.
By the way, current odds on Penn State, Mike Elko, another name that's up there real high. I can't wait for you to call him and hear how hard he laughs when you call him.
I was going to say, that doesn't sound like –
Elko, who has a background in the state of Texas and at Texas A&M, and you want me to go to a place where I do not have much of a depth of resume.
Yeah, it seems.
I think Elko was a coach. I think he was a coach there.
Was he? Okay.
He was on that staff, I think.
Okay.
I can't remember exactly what his tie is.
Just keep it in the family. That's
Elko went to Penn.
Ah.
He's not on the Penn State tree. He went to Penn.
Got you. So he's at least familiar with the area.
He's familiar with the area, but I mean, Mike Elko's 50 some odd years old. So he's familiar with the area 30 years ago.
Exactly.
I just the Penn State thing it's going poorly. I have a funny feeling that you're going to wind up way deeper down the list than you wanted to. I think Florida's going to end up way deeper down the list than they wanted to. Auburn will if that job opens. I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping they're going to give Hugh Freeze another year.
Right. It's Penn State call Clark Lee.
I think they would. I think they would. Yeah, they'd get deep enough.
That's
I don't think Clark Lee would leave Vanderbilt for Penn State. I know that sounds crazy to say. I don't think he would do it because It goes back to the same thing I said the day James Franklin got fired. At some point, you have to get me past the fact that I am replacing a guy that was one drive away from the national title game last year, and you fired him 5 games into the next year. The psychology of that is not going to be lost on these coaches.
Yeah. The turn had just been too much. I mean that's embarrassing. Now you go out,
it was.
You go out and lose to UCLA. You give them their first win of the year. It was brutal, and then they turn around and lost the next week, right?
It was, but just ask yourself this in the situation that you're in. Somebody tries to pilfer you in a bigger market. You're happy where you are.
Yeah.
They offer you a fractional pay increase, but they just fired the guy you're replacing, who was number 1 in 10 books in a row. He had one bad book, and they fired him. Is that not going to be in your head?
Oh, it's constantly in your head. But, I mean, coaches know how the game's played.
Not like that. Name me another instance where we've ever had a coach fired that quickly after he was that close to a national title. Mike Norvell was one Jordan Travis away from being in the playoff 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. He's had one good game since, and he's still employed at Florida State. And that's a school that has a ton of money and is historically impatient. And Penn State said, hold my beer and watch this. And he's won, 5 games in 2 years? One of them was against Alabama. One of them was in the ACC, and the other 3 have been FCS schools.
But if they could have pulled the plug sooner, wouldn't they?
They could pull the plug right now. They won't do it. And trust me, I know that one intimately. They won't do it. Every booster I know is, what do you want? Do you want us to pony up the money? Because we'll do it. Because we want to get out in front of this. Because secret time, Florida State thinks they can get Lane Kiffin. They think they're more attractive than LSU and Florida. They're wrong.
Sure they are.
They're more attractive than Florida. You have a way cleaner path to the playoff. Way cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not even the stratosphere of LSU to me.
No.
I mean, I said this yesterday. I think LSU's best job in the country.
Yeah, but when it comes to money, you can't compete, right? I mean, Florida has more money base-wise from their contract with the SEC, right?
They do. Florida State's got a much stronger NIL collective. Florida State's NIL collective is top 10 in the country.
So that's where you went out.
No doubt.
Okay. All right.
The problem with Florida State is that they keep hiring coaches at the wrong time.
Right.
Which is where they're at this year, too. Because I think all of these higher-end candidates are looking around going, why would I leave?
Right. I mean, I was looking at a tally the other day just to kind of touch back on the on the Penn State thing. I was looking at a tally yesterday that had, I think Penn State was like 7th or 8th as far as the amount of NIL money that they have to spend. I mean, that's going to be attractive to anybody.
Is this Penn State?
Yeah.
Penn State will be an attractive job for that reason.
Right. They got Big Ten money. They got NIL money. They got history to lean on.
History to lean on is not going to do much for you. Your last national title was, I couldn't talk.
I think it was 1980.
Oh, is it even before me? I thought they had one in the. I thought they had one in the late 80s.
One in the early 80s.
I thought they had one in the late 80s.
They might have.
But I mean, even then, all right. So if let's say it's 80, I wasn't even alive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's pushing 45 years ago. So that's not going to do much for you because you've got too many jobs that are open that have way better history than you do. Hell, Auburn has a better history than you do. If we're looking at
winning championships, sure.
Yeah. I mean, and in all reality, that's all that matters.
So they won 2. They won 82 and 86.
86. That's the one I was trying to. I knew there was one right around when I was born. I thought it was after I was born. So, I mean, in my lifetime, I'm a 38-year-old man. You ain't won squat in my lifetime. Florida's won 2 national titles. Florida State's won 3. LSU's won 3. You lose out to all 3 of them. So if this is – and they all have money. It's not like you have drastically more money than anybody I just said. Florida State's more private equity, but it's not going to shock anybody if they find a way to get out of the ACC in the next 3 years.
Right. Excuse me. we are going to be down here at Bears Smokehouse Barbecue for the Thursday night game, as we are each and every week. So come on down after work, hang out with us, have a drink. Come sit by the fires.
I have a drink.
I will have a drink.
I will have me a drink. It's right there. I'm going to have it right as soon as this microphone right here turns on.
Don't prop your rubber shoes up next to the fires when you come by to hang out. Jeremy learned that lesson last week.
I did. It wasn't easy.
Ruin another pair of Hey Dudes.
Nah, thankfully it was an older pair. They're my beach shoes now. These are my beach shoes. Right. They'll take me down to the sand.
Thursday night game will be on the televisions. Of course, they've got the best meat in town, and the libations will be flowing. Come on down to 135 Coxe Avenue. Bears Smokehouse Barbecue will be back tomorrow here on ESPN Asheville and the YouTubes on
Football Friday.
We will see you then. Y'all take care.